late in the evening on a Wednesday in April last year, when we got that call that every parent dreads, that we were in an accident. It was bad. Jonathan called Ben. Jonathan was in the accident also, his younger brother.
I got a call at 10:30 at night. My mom said Jonathan and Nathaniel have been in a car accident and we're headed over to Kennestone.
They sent Jonathan to Kennestone Hospital.
But then they learned that Nathaniel had been life-flighted to Grady Hospital.
They had to extricate Nathaniel with the jaws of life. The investigator who was at the scene of the accident reported to us that he's never seen anyone come out of that serious of an accident. There was no driver's side. The steering wheel was into the seat almost. It was dramatic. So we had the dilemma of where to go with your sons in two different hospitals.
They went to go see Jonathan for a moment, but Jonathan kept shooing all the visitors away, saying, I'm fine, go see Nathaniel, because all of us knew Nathaniel was in some serious, trouble. He might not survive the night, he might not survive the next few hours.
We ended up at Grady, and when I limped in and Ben went to park the car, I happened to look down a side hallway, and I saw him, and I could tell it was him because of his length, and he was all covered with a sheet, including his head, and all I saw was his hair and his outline of, and I thought he was dead. We were told that he was not dead, but we should guard our hearts, hope for the best, but guard our hearts.
I was a little bit nervous to see him in the first place because the family members who had come through before were saying, Aaliyah, you don't want to go see him right now. He doesn't look like himself. He's really torn up. But I just wanted to see him anyway.
Once I heard that he had his accident, it frightened me. I've never been involved with someone that has had an accident like this, especially somebody that was close to me, and I was scared to go see him because I didn't know what I'd see. And I avoided going to see him because of my fear.
I went to see him and his face was all, swollen, very black and blue face, and he was covered in tubes and IVs and everything like that.
Once I saw him, it was a huge impact on me that I knew that there wasn't anything I could do to make him any better. I knew that there wasn't anything I could do to keep from having this happen to him. So I felt compelled to do something to improve his quality of life. My fear was overcome with ambition, and the ambition to help him with what he needed drove me.
The week following was pretty nightmarish. It was difficult. We had so many medical emergencies hour by hour, basically. The biggest problem was his brain pressure, the intracranial pressure, was getting too high, which happens in any brain injury.
There was a brand new drug study that started at Grady. It was a progesterone flush, and so they say that prevents swelling from the brain. Well, it started that week. Nathaniel was the third person entered into that study. If this had happened a week before, we may have lost him.
And the benefit of that study was that they kept super close track of all these statistics and monitored them, kept them in range more than they do usually. All that monitoring was just really exceptional to prevent other problems.
And we were just praying, asking everybody we could to pray. It actually started to be like this really beautiful thing amidst the nightmare that we were getting so many prayers, like, hey, we're praying for you. Hey, my whole church was praying for you. We heard that people in Israel were praying, in Costa Rica, in Africa, and Australia, I think. All over the world, people were praying for him, and all over the United States. So it was a beautiful thing, but it was a very difficult week.
So we lived at the hospital for 3 months then.
After 1 month at Grady, we transferred over to Shepherd Rehab Center, and we transferred to their ICU unit because he still needed some support.
Then we came home feeling very unprepared to come home.
Bringing him home was an exciting thing and a difficult thing at the same time.